hell is she? She's supposed to be here an hour ago. Guess who, bitch? Sleepovers. You've probably never been to one where your friends didn't relentlessly bully you. And if you did, then I'm sorry to tell you, but all of your friends were paid actors.
If you have experienced this before, don't worry. We may be insufferable and annoying, but we also aren't complete assholes. So tonight, you're all invited to our sleepover, where we won't be making fun of you at any point.
Face masks and horror movies await. And if you want to make little pizzas with us, then you'll have to wait till next week. And with that,
Let's get started.
hello! We have migrated over to my couch, and I have got these cute little face masks for us to do. And we're also going to do some Buzzfeed quizzes, which we almost went and picked up a magazine, because my memory of childhood, since we're kind of recreating sleepovers, was always Tiger Beat magazine. And they always had quizzes and posters and all of the celebrity gossip. And not before the internet, because the internet was a thing. Before, like, smartphones being super popular, and before I was old enough to really have a smartphone, Tiger Beat was my only source of celebrity gossip. I had no other way of knowing what the hell was going on. Did yours?
Cosmic holographic peel-off mask. Oh
Rose
my
quartz.
God. Luminizing rose quartz.
Yes. So
Boost your aura. My aura does need a good fucking boosting. She needs a facelift.
Oh, it smells weird.
I'm gonna take off my glasses.
Oh yeah.
So I'm about to be a blind ass bitch.
Oh no.
It's okay. I can see it. It's fine. I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna use my camera and try to see to the best of my ability. Oh, my forehead's so fucking vile. This is what finals does to you.
The other place that I have not even acne, just like craters, is right in here. I get like, I don't know, just right here I always have like, you can visibly see my pores. Do you remember playing MASH?
Oh, I don't think I ever did that.
Do you remember the cootie catchers?
Yes! Oh my god, I made them all the time. Okay.
So, in the spirit of this being a sleepover, emulating younger years, go to the love section of Buzzfeed quizzes.
Hang on. You and your fiancé always planned on having children. No. My fiancé has never planned on...
Read it anyway.
But the night before your wedding, they revealed that they've decided that they never want kids and don't see themselves changing their position on that. What do you do? Get married anyways. I don't fuck kids. I hate kids.
I would still get married, because here's the thing. There's other things you can do. Like, you can be involved in, like, youth activities and stuff like that if you really wanted to be around children. But it's not for everybody. There are a lot of people who should not have kids.
Me.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't trust you to watch my kid alone.
No.
Until they were old enough to, like, do for themselves.
Alright. During the rehearsal dinner, you overhear your soon-to-be mother-in-law talking about how you're not good enough for their child and will never be accepted into the family. Your spouse-to-be tells you to ignore this, but refuses to confront their mom over it. What do you do?
Fuck that mom. I guess it depends. Are they like a mama's boy? Because then it's a problem.
Yeah.
If their mom's at my house all the time, it's a problem. I remember when my husband's mother and me first met, and she came to my house, and she talked over me the entire time she was here, and like completely ignored me in my own home after I had made dinner, and now she doesn't know why I don't like her, and I'm like, well,
Sucks to suck, bitch.
I'd still get married. I mean, I'm kind of in that boat right now anyway. I'm married, by the way.
I'm not. Yeah, get married. Fuck a mom. When you're getting ready, your best friend slash maid of honor pulls you aside and tells you that she's in love with you.
Oh, with you?
You definitely have feelings for her too! But you love and are comfortable with your fiance. A life with your maid of honor will be exciting and possibly disastrous. A life with your wife-to-be will be stable and predictable. What do you do?
I would just continue with the wedding. Here's the thing. So, if I had a crush on somebody like 4 years ago and they're like, hey, I have a crush on you, I'd be like,
Cool.
you missed your shot.
Yeah,
I'm still getting married. Fuck it.
You and your fiance decide to move in together after getting engaged. But there's just one problem. They don't want to live with your dog, Rufus. They're not allergic to dogs. They just don't like him very much. They suggest rehoming Rufus with a family member. What do you do? No, this is Rufus. He loves long walks and you. This is Rufus. That's Rufus. Cancel the wedding. I prefer Rufus.
Yeah, I'm canceling the wedding. I would rather... It's not that I'm canceling the relationship, but I would rather have more time to talk it out because obviously it's going to be an issue and we need to come to an agreement.
No, I'm canceling the wedding and I'm canceling the relationship. Rufus means so much more to me than my fiance. You find out during your engagement that your fiance has hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. You always knew that he had some sort of debt, but you were just learning how much. They haven't hidden it from you, though they did imply it was a lower number. What do you do? I'm not paying their debt, so whatever.
Yeah, I guess it depends. So, me and my husband are stupid, and we have a joint bank account. Even more stupid, we made a joint bank account months into dating, which I added him to my account. It's still my account. I could kick him off of it at any time. But our money goes into one account together, and all the bills come out of that one account. Because I remember when we first met, and I was paying his car payment because he just lost his job. Now the roles are reversed, and he's paying my bills because I'm chronically ill and cannot work most of the time. So it all evens out in the end. But if you are going to have a joint bank account, this is really important. If you are going to have two bank accounts and pay your half of the bills individually, it doesn't matter. Obviously, down the line, if you have kids, it's going to matter because kids are expensive in a way, and you need to be able to have the funds on your side to raise a kid. But the thing is, having student loans implies that you have a trained skill and can get a better paying job.
Well, not everyone.
Not everyone, but
you're sitting next to someone with a creative writing major.
You'll be fine. I would still get married. It's their debt.
Yeah, I'm not paying that shit.
It's their account. Like,
yeah, that's on them. That's not on me. During your engagement, you find out that you got your dream job. The only problem is that it's in a different city and your spouse-to-be really, really, really doesn't want to move. In your current city, they have family nearby, their own job, and a social active life.
in an
What?
active social
In
life.
an active social life. Oh my god. They don't want to give it up, and you don't want to give up this opportunity. Long distance is an option, but neither of you is thrilled by. What do you do?
So is the question whether you're doing long distance or not?
No, let's just cancel the wedding or get married anyways.
Yeah, but cancel the wedding implies that you aren't able to do long distance.
Yeah, but it's an option that neither of us are thrilled by. I'm canceling it.
So here's the thing. I gave up going to college.
Yeah.
Even though I had a scholarship to a college, a liberal arts college downstate Illinois, because my grades weren't great academically, but I have a lot of history with civics and like community service and stuff like that, which plays into such a small college really values that kind of volunteer work, and so I had the opportunity to have a scholarship because of it for biochemistry. I gave up that because I have some trauma that I need to work through about owning a house, and it was my only goal. I just wanted to own my own house, and I bought my house at 19, and I've lived here since. So I'm still getting married.
Gotta live life. In reality, I'd probably end up staying just because I'm such a fucking pushover, but in my head I'd be like, you know what, fuck you, I'm a career-driven woman. I'm not. I'm depressed as fuck. But, anyways, your bride-to-be gets cold feet the morning of the wedding and calls the whole thing off. Then, half an hour later, she tells you that no, she does want to marry you. Now you're wondering if she means that or if she just feels guilty. What do? Cancel the wedding. You say no the first time, I'm going to assume you still mean it.
So here's the thing. I did have, like, reserves about getting married. And it wasn't... Okay, here's the thing. It wasn't because I didn't want to marry my husband. That was not it. It was because I was really worried if the timing was right.
Yeah.
So I think you can still love someone and want to marry them and just have a little bit of a breakdown about the timing, because the whole month leading up to my wedding, I was like, am I doing this at the right time? Am I like...
Yeah, but she calls the whole thing off and then half an hour later is like, I changed my mind.
I have bipolar, so I empathize with this scenario. Extremely. No, I'm getting married anyway.
Every step of the way, wedding planning has been a disaster.
Ooh, same.
You and your spouse-to-be can't agree on anything. Not the budget, the guest list, or whether or not you want to have it in a house of worship. Is putting a strain on your relationship. What do?
I don't know, man. My husband was pretty fucking heartbroken about not getting a say in the food choices. But that's because he gave up his say at the beginning of the planning, and then, like, 2 months before was like, and actually, I would like it to be this way. And my mom was like, that's not happening.
Nope.
We're staying together. Fuck it. We'll get through it.
It's
It's temporary.
That's like,
you'll eventually...
You can, like, compromise. Like, it's like...
If you don't know how to compromise with your spouse, then
it's not gonna work out.
It's time to reevaluate.
You aren't a religious person, but your fiancé is. After they get engaged, they tell you that they can't... After you get engaged, they tell you that they can't marry you unless you convert and become an observant member of their faith. You are not entirely opposed to the idea. I am. I'm entirely opposed to the idea. But you're completely uninterested in religion and don't feel great about just faking it for the rest of your life. What do? Cancel that shit. I'm not being religious for your dumbass.
So my husband's not religious and I'm not really religious either. But the thing is, I am active in the church to a point. I do the charity work with the church because I enjoy doing charity work. Not because I am a member of the church locally. It's just what I like to do.
You can do charity work and not be religious.
I have no problem pretending to be Christian, because I do sometimes, especially when I worked in healthcare. People would be like, oh, you know, it brings them comfort. Yeah, it does not bother me to provide that comfort to them. If it makes someone sleep better at night for me to say that, you know, God has timing and plans and
God has a plan for everyone.
Yeah, then I'm totally okay doing that. I have no problem. I'm not going to tear somebody down because they believe in a different path than me. That's not right. But if they expect me to be religious in my home,
fuck that,
and in my social life, then I can't do that. But if they just want me to go to church with them on Sunday, I will go to church with you on Sunday. That's totally fine. Depends on the type of church. If it's a Baptist church,
Presbyterian.
I've been scorned by the Baptist church. We're not doing that again. You know, the borderline conversion therapy I went through in junior high? We're not doing that again. So, not Baptist. My family's Methodist, and that's totally chill. I am totally chill with the Methodist church. Like, that's the church I volunteer with.
My grandparents are Catholic. Well, my grandpa's Catholic. My grandma died, so... my grandpa's Catholic. And I had to fake it with him. But I'm not doing that shit with the spouse. Like, I like my little witchcraft rituals. I like being a spooky whore. I like, you know, lighting candles and doing my little chants. I'm not gonna just be like, oh yes, praise God. So no.
I think I would cancel because it does say observant member.
Yeah,
I just can't lie like that.
Also, I do not want to go to church every Sunday. Like, oh my God.
I don't mind it.
It's an hour of my life. Like, in like Presbyterian, Reformed Presbyterian, that's like almost 2 hours. That's too much. I have shit to do. That's a lie, but I like to sleep in. And finally, the morning of your wedding, your partner confesses that they cheated on you one time a year ago. They've been racked with guilt ever since, but never had the courage to tell you until now. They beg for your forgiveness and tell you that it will never happen again. What do?
I have been cheated on and stayed, so it's It's more of like, do you trust them?
I
Because
yeah.
the situation now and the situation then are very different. And it's not justified. I'm not justifying cheating. Fuck you if you're a cheater. Like, I will continue to remind you throughout the relationship that you are weak and pathetic. And that was a really weak thing to do.
Just break up. I don't know, because I've been cheated on and I've stayed, like, but then we broke up a less than a year later.
It's also
for unrelated things.
It's a lot of unnecessary emotional strain on you as a person being cheated on, because then you don't trust them ever again.
And this is the day of my wedding. The day of my wedding.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Why would you tell me this?
I will call it off if it's the day of the wedding.
Yeah,
I'm not saying we're not getting married
I
later down the line, but we're not getting married on that day because, wow.
I'm saying, fuck you, cancel.
But at the same time, though, maybe not, because weddings are really expensive. And you've invited everybody there already. You can always get divorced, but everybody's been invited to your wedding.
Here's what we do.
I'm getting married anyway and looking at divorce if it doesn't
No. I walked down the aisle at the altar and they're like, does anyone object? I'm like, bitch, I do. This fucker cheated on me. I'm out. And
I start playing Panic at the Disco.
Yes, and then I take the wedding cake and I run. I am pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we think we're comedians. I don't know if we're actually funny, but we sure like to think it.
We have a sense of humor where, like, no one thinks it's funny but us.
Yeah, unfortunately that does not cross over onto YouTube very well, but here we are anyway.
Haha, we're here, and you can't get rid of us.
Yeah, as long as Lila's mean boyfriend doesn't,
He's not mean.
No, your last one.
Oh, my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, as long as you...
Fuck you. You might have to bleep that.
Yeah, I'll redact that. Oh, ow!
She's peeling.
Oh my god!
Wee!
I did say I wanted it to hurt.
No, that's like satisfying. Oh, yeah.
Oh, god.
Ooh, am I going to get all of this off in one go?
Yeah, let us know in the comments your terrible skincare choices in your teens and preteens, because I used to use Neutrogena and Biore, which are like the two brands you're not...
Oh, no.
I don't know about Neutrogena, but Biore is like not recommended.
Nah, go CeraVe or go home.
Yeah, literally, it's CeraVe or Cetaphil.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can take that shit elsewhere. Or I've got like a black African bar soap. That one,
those are
I
good.
like that a lot.
Okay, my skin feels like skin.
You guys are gonna get to see us go camping here when the weather gets nicer.
Yes, we're gonna go
We're
camping.
gonna try to camp.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so next we're gonna watch some movies, and because I revealed to Lila that
Continue.
when I was younger, I would watch the same movie over and over again. And this kind of sums. My dad watches the first Harry Potter movie over and over and over again. Every single night he watches that movie. And so my every single night put on movie was The Polar Express. Every day of the year. It didn't matter if it was the middle of summer. I would watch The Polar Express every single night. I watched The Polar Express so much that my parents had to buy me a new CD of it because I had worn out the DVD that I had. So I think, even though it is literally spring, we're gonna watch The Polar Express.
That is a horror movie.
Shut up! No, it isn't. I love The Polar Express. So I guess we will see you guys for that here in a minute. Hello. We are watching The Polar Express and having a little snack. I encourage you to also watch The Polar Express and have a little snack.
I do like a little snack.
You do like a little snack.
Zebra cake.